What's going on, guys? Rico Capital here, and I want to show y'all our banger one and done trade today that we took pretty much near open and worked all day. And it's a pretty good one. Now, everyone probably got caught off guard as the market did gap up here higher. Q and SPY were both up a good 3-4% as they were up $6-7 and trying to push higher right at open. I knew it was a trap. I knew it because we did create gaps overnight, so I wasn't going to chase calls there. I saw a lot of resistance up there, so I wanted to kind of sit back and just kind of see what happens. And so as a trader, for me, how I'm very good at nailing trades is I'm looking for setups, right? I'm looking through my watch list. I'm looking for things that make sense, right? Tesla was already red and everything else was green. So I saw Tesla was tagging this supply and it was already rejecting it, meaning I was already eyeing this yesterday, didn't really get it. So I saw it was happening today, and that was kind of a clue. All right, there's weakness right there. I can always attack Tesla today because there's weakness, and you always want to attack weakness, and you always want to go with strength when there's strength. Of course, it had a gap as well. You've seen Apple was a little bit of a gap, didn't really get to it down here, but notice how it came out strong. Meta was very strong yesterday, created a gap, ended up eating it down. Anyways, I see IWM, and I noticed IWM on a couple things. The huge gap here, I'm loving that, especially knowing IWM contracts. You can get them for pretty cheap. They expire every day, every other day, and they bang if they go in your direction, even just the slightest. So I really like that. So I saw that and I was like, I'm liking this. And kind of on the hourly here, you can kind of see the structural setup that I saw. And I'm going to kind of just draw it for you guys real quick. But pretty much something a little bit like that, right? I'm seeing that we're kind of maybe in a bear flag, rising wedge-ish kind of thing. But if you want to call it a bear flag, that's fine with me. I just know this is bearish, right? So at open, not only are we rejecting that yellow trend line, we're at a 207.74 level I have as a resistance, right? So we're fighting that with a gap right here. It created two gaps, which I've never really seen that before too much. But I'm marking the gaps in orange, and this is kind of what got created overnight. So as I saw that, I was like, wow, I don't really see that, but it's in our favor here, right? So I'm not questioning it too much. I'm liking that, right? So a little bit of a gap there. And then the bigger one that I was eyeing is just pretty much this huge one all right here. So that area, I know puts are working. So we open up on this red candle, and I'm on the 15. Usually I trade on the 15, right? And so we open up and we're kind of hitting the blue line. We're dipping a little bit. I let the first 15 minutes pass. I want to see what kind of happens here on the next one. As we opened up at just this blue line right here, we perfectly pushed up a little bit, and that's when I knew that if bulls really wanted this, we would have opened up over our blue line, and we didn't. We opened up right under it, and even that little wick right there was when I entered, and that's when I slammed those 206 puts expiring today, and I got them for $65. Slammed them right here. Now, the reason why I went with the 206 put was because of this. It was fairly cheap, and I know if we get this gap fill, these will go deep in the money, meaning 203 is our target, and those will go 3 strikes in the money when it's all said and done. Now, say we don't get this full gap, and we just get to this green zone right here, which I knew we'd at least get, which is 205. Now, these puts are still going in the money, meaning these will at least, I know for sure, will be over $1.50, $2, $150 or $200 a contract. So if we get them for 65, we're easily getting 100%. So 100%, 150% easy. So we slammed those, and so the next green candle opened up right here. We dipped a little bit. I was like, okay. Next one opened up, tried to shake us a little bit, but we're not going higher. We opened up under the blue line. I'm not worried. I'm just letting the team know, everything's kind of slow right now. Market was pushing up just a little bit, but IWM is weak. We're still in this gap right here, going to start eating this next one. And this third 15 opens up, so we are now 45 minutes in the market open. We get that huge rejection. And I'm letting everyone know, okay, it's time, guys. So We took a trim at $100, and then I said I'm leaving the rest. Or we took a trim at $120, so we got almost 100% move first on our first trim, and then I said leave the rest for $200 plus, because that's where I want to be all out on my runners, or at least 25 the last of my position, right? So I trimmed heavy at 100%, and then I want to see what happens next. So we get that move down to the green zone right there. And so right here, right, we get there to the demand, and of course buyer stepped in right there. We pushed right back out, and we still kind of held in between, chopped around a little bit. Market was kind of slowing down, but slowly grinding down, which was perfect. And then as we're still eating the zone, I knew the second we lose this demand, because notice how we're wicking out of it, the body. Once we get that first body under it, we should be able to, take out this whole gap. And 203 was our target here, and that's exactly what really happened here, which was just beautiful work. So we got to 205 under that demand, which was 205.12. That 15-minute candle opened up, and we dumped on the next two 15-minute candles all the way down to 203.18, end of the gap, which is right there. Next candle opened up, we kind of we pushed up and then dipped to 202.82, which was that demand 202 area. So 203 was hit. I told everyone I'm out, get completely out. I didn't know if it was going to sharply reverse or just kind of linger on, which it did linger on, ended up hitting our next demand below after hours there. And it was just a solid trade. Those puts went all the way to 400 plus. So yeah, we did our thing. I mean, wow, it completely rocketed up. So for our puts, we did our thing, and over 200-300%. I'm loving it. That's good enough for me. One and done for today. I was looking at shorts for Q and SPY as well, but I just, we've been on fire all week. I just wanted to give kind of a stress-free trade to the members here, and kind of just show them how it's done. And there you go, making 1,800 today on that trade. IWM 206 put, very easy right there. So kind of the setup, rising wedge, or if you want bear flag, we broke out of it easy. I mean, completely easy. The next target should be down here at 197 tomorrow. I'm sure it'll go. But all out of that play, they were lottos, so they expired that day. So, we're kind of racing against time, but we're already deep in the money there. So beautiful, beautiful work. Just want to give you all the trade recap on today. Easy work here across the board. Follow me on Twitter, Rico Capital. And if you want trading services, the link is under my profile, or go to wap.com/Rico Capital. Brings you to this page, and immediately you can sign up and get access to Discord. Free Discord, first of all, you can get access to that. But my live trades, one-on-one mentorship, choose options. We got voice living. I do this live. I do these trades live for my members, and they love it. The zones, which is pretty much just my trading strategy, futures, and then exclusive content for you guys as well. So if that's what you're interested in, sign up, and if anything, I'll see you on the next video. Later.